Y'all, did y'all hear about it? The HIV, STDs is on the rise. Houston, ATL. Yes, they said just 20,000 new cases in ATL and in Houston as well.
Some new data shows HIV and sexually transmitted infection rates are climbing across Harris County, and some of the most impacted neighborhoods are right here in Houston.
Our Ricky Munoz spoke with healthcare professionals who say more testing, education, and access to treatment are the keys to turning around the trend.
Downtown, Montrose, and Sunnyside, all Houston neighborhoods topping the list of new HIV and STIs. Now, health officials say it's because of different factors. Why do you get tested?
So I think there's a lot of misinformation that still holds true to some people. So I think a lot of people are afraid of knowing their status.
Recent data shows young adults, especially Black and Hispanic males and females, are being hit the hardest. The 15 to 35 age range makes up the bulk of new cases.
And Harris County is one of the top counties where there are the most cases of HIV. Some folks may not even have symptoms, right? And so they may be spreading this disease and this virus to other folks, and they may not even be aware that they're spreading it.
Health experts say stigma around testing, protection, and sexual health is keeping people from taking steps that could save lives.
What we're seeing is that these folks that are in these age groups, they're practicing more unsafe sex. They're practicing sex with multiple members.
But Harris County is responding. Legacy Community Health is one of several organizations ramping up resources, offering walk-in testing, financial support, and access to PrEP and PEP for prevention.
We do offer free confidential testing, free visits. We offer free same-day walk-in appointments.
Hi guys, this is Tina and you're welcome to the channel. Today we are talking about something very important. Houston, Texas is reporting about 20,000 new HIV cases. This is something we cannot ignore because HIV is still with us. I'll be sharing my thoughts on why awareness, prevention, and safe choices matter now more than ever. Join me as we watch other people's reactions to this.
I am begging you to put yourself first and be safe out here when HIV is at an all-time high. I know that there was a TikTok story of a nurse saying that she had a patient who just moved to Houston, and he's like, oh, I've been with all these DLs while their wives are away, while their girlfriends are away, and you know, this and that, whatever. And HIV is at an all-time high right now. Like, it is crazy what, you know, that we have to make these calls. And I could only imagine having to get that call. But people do not care. People don't, they play this as a joke, and it's not a fucking joke. We had a man come into the clinic, and he was an older gentleman. And as soon as he comes in, he's like just making jokes about the whole thing. Like, oh, I need an STI panel, blah, 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 this and that. And I asked him, you know, ID and insurance information. He's like, no insurance. It needs to be off the books. What do you mean it needs to be off the books? Like, who are you hiding from? Gets his stuff done, leaves, checks out. We have to collect payment. I ask him if he needs a receipt. He's like, no receipt. I don't need any proof. Who are you hiding this from? Granted, he did come out positive for something too, which I'm sure he's not going to go home and tell him because he doesn't want any proof, right? Absolutely fucking disgusting. Please use protection. Be celibate. Get some toys, okay? Because it's not safe out here right now. It's scary. It's scary what we're seeing in the clinics here, because there's men like that who don't care about their own health and who think that, oh, I can just go pop into a clinic and get a shot and I'll be just fine. No. AIDS is a real fucking thing and it will kill you. So please be safe.
So recently, Houston, Texas have had a recent STD outbreak, but not only that, over 42,000 people are said to have the HIV STD new infection just in the month of June. Child, what? Now, we all know that this is a season of judgment. We are seeing plagues, and we are seeing so many things that has come to the forefront. Yes, as HIV has always been here on surface, but as we begin to look into the world and even the culture, I did a video and I talked about Sexy Red and how she is a industry plant. When the industry and the people in upper echelons, these Hollywood, these big wig people who are in control of moving culture along, they are very intentional even about that. When I talked about Sexy Red being a plant, not just for the election, but sexually, I mean, it has literally, I knew something was wrong when Carisha sat up on that podcast and said, I like to be peed on. Girl, what? In itself is a spirit of perversion. And that is what we're seeing in the land today. Most of your popular artists that are really popularitying, that's not a word, but I just made it up, who's into this popular arena that everybody like and love their songs, it's a spirit of perversion. They're moving the spirit of perversion, lust. That's all we see as it relates to Sexy Red, the City Girls. These songs, I'll be baffled like, wait a minute, what you just say? The more and more sin begins to grow, the more and more we will begin to see plagues and different outbreaks and things of that nature. Y'all better close them legs up in Houston, because child, scripture always sticks with me, and it's found in Matthew 24 and 22. If those days had not been cut short, no one would survive. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be shortened. That's why even scientists had, some time ago, they said that the earth was spinning so fast on its axle. I believe God is speeding up the time. That's why the days are going by. We wake up and how we get to December? Ain't no way we in June this fast. Ain't no way, we were just celebrating a New Year. But as we begin to see so much sin in the world, God has to shorten the days. And it says that no one would survive. I can't even go down that street with y'all. I just can't. This is the best time for anyone who is dealing with the spirit of lust or perversion. I implore you to seek deliverance. This is not a time for you to be diving into that sin or diving into your lust and your desires. This is not a time. There's so many plagues and so much happening that, and that's not even the right spirit to be trying to get right, because you don't know. You should want God. You should want the things of God. God is showing us. He's telling us to stop the sin. That this cannot continue. This is what this shows us. And these numbers are literally through the roof for one state. Child, I'm baffled. We will continue to see more judgments, more judgment, more plagues and things of that nature until the return of Christ, because sin has gotten completely out of control. When I see these little industry plants and the things that they are doing, I'm like, ain't no way. I don't care how grown you are with a T, okay? I don't care how grown you is. Some stuff, I just can't. It sends me. So if this landed on your page and you seek deliverance when it comes to lust and lust and just any sexual sin, God is a deliverer. God will deliver you. He will set you free, because this is the hour and this is the time. I'm telling you, this is the hour and this is the time. God is not playing anymore. sin can no longer just be floating free. Just, I'm gonna float free in sin. That's the video, child. Y'all be careful out there in Houston and any other surrounding areas of Houston. Please be careful, child, because the way it's looking, woo, child, is outbreak. God bless y'all.
HIV is on the rise amongst humans, not even just the DL people. Like DL people, like they live a double life and stuff. That's how it really got started. But ATL, we already knew that the HIV, epidemic was in ATL, but there's 20,000 new cases, and it just saddened me to see that Houston is on the list, because Houston doesn't have a lot of DL men that we know of. We're not named for DL men in Houston. Yes, of course, DL men is everywhere. Of course, nobody's safe. The single woman, and I just hate to say it, the married woman more so is more affected than any of them, because they're blindsided. Like us single people, we know what we're getting into before we get into it. We know we single and mingling. We know we single and looking, and that's what comes about when we're single. But when you're in a relationship, a marriage, a covenant, there should be no HIV coming out of that.
So guys, that's all for today. This rise in HIV cases in Houston is a strong reminder that our health must come first and must always come first. Please, let's make wise choices. Stay safe, stay faithful, or abstain. Protect yourself and your partner. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and of course, subscribe to support the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.